Went to Home Depot and we bought the pipes and we spent the next week building out potato guns. Super fun. And then the next Monday I was back in school and I remember sitting there thinking about my business, and all of a sudden I had the epiphany, like the light bulb moment, where I was like, I wonder if anyone else besides me was searching for potato guns this week. I don't know. And I searched, and there were about 18,000 people a month searching for potato gun plans and spud guns. And I was like, that's it. that's gonna be my business. I'm a potato gun expert. First, it was just a tool for me. Like, that was really the initial goal of ClickFunnels. And then after I started using it and I was having success, I was like, we have to make this a tool for everyone. Like, it'll free all entrepreneurs. My initial goal is not to make you $1 billion. My initial goal is to get you to break even. Now you have a tool that will consistently all day long give you free customers. I want you to do it now while you're in the moment, while you remember why it's important, why you saw me do it, so you don't forget and we can get it. And worst case, like, this will be the worst one you ever do. The next one you do will be better. It's not about the people watching you. It's about you guys, about us learning our voice. That's the most important thing. Someone the other day was upset about something I did. They're like, well, my dad always taught me to play nice. I was like, oh, well, my dad taught me to win. My goal for the next 3 years is if I can give you guys some tools and some things that'll help you to change more people's lives in your world, then for me, that's a huge win. What is that thing for your business? Like, what's the one huge domino that if you can knock that thing down, everything else becomes obsolete? You have to lead them to the answer, but you can't give it to them. They have to come up with the idea themselves. You plant the idea in their minds with a story, and if they come up with the answer, then they sold themselves.
He's a marketing genius. That's his brilliance.
Russell rhymes with funnel.
How to market, how to promote, and even how to sell.
He's here to help entrepreneurs create amazing lives.
And on a grand scale.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to today. I don't even know. Welcome back to an exciting announcement. We're announcing the second speaker for Funnel Hacking Live today, which I'm really excited. But I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. I got to set up. I get you excited and wait for people to show up. It always takes a minute for the Facebook and Instagram algorithms to get everybody here. But we got an exciting day today to cover some really cool things and introduce who is going to be our second guest speaker at Funnel Hacking Live. Yesterday, we introduced a speaker. Some of you guys hopefully all saw the announcement. It was Richmond Din, sorry. And Richmond talked about something really cool that he's doing, which are one-on-one challenges. One of the best ways for beginners to kind of get started and get into this business. And Richmond shared the idea of kind of walk through it all, and he's going to be going deep on Funnel Hacking Live about that. But the cool thing about Funnel Hacking Live this year, some of you guys who have been using the new ClickFunnels and loving it, you probably noticed we're adding more and more e-commerce features. We're doing a lot of really cool things in e-com. In fact, we're launching a couple of e-com stores on my own just to like test it out and to use it. Ecom funnels, ecom stores, a whole bunch of really cool things. We also recently launched the One Funnel Way Challenge Ecom Edition with a really cool guy who's teaching in there, but we're doing a lot more e-commerce stuff. And it's just really, really fun. And so this year's Funnel Hacking Live, you're going to notice as we get closer and closer that we're going to be having speakers on both sides, kind of speakers who are focusing on the expert business, like what Richmond talked about, which is like, here's a way to start expert business really, really easy. And the other side is like, here's ways to start e-commerce business really easy. Because the reality is, a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs. How many of you guys are entrepreneurial? How many of you guys have ADD like me and you're doing all sorts of different things and all that kind of stuff? If you think about that, like a lot of you guys want to do more than one thing, or maybe like you want to be an expert, but your spouse wants to be in the e-commerce, or your kids, or vice versa. Like none of my kids want to be, an expert in front of the camera. Like that stresses them out. But all of them like, Dad, I want to do drop shipping. Dad, I want to do e-commerce. I'm like, you can do it in ClickFunnels now. And it's really exciting. So there's a big movement happening inside of ClickFunnels. We're doing more of this stuff. And so because of that, at this year's Funnel Hacking Live, we're going to have a couple really cool e-commerce speakers who are going to be joining us, which is going to be fun. So my question is, like, I want you guys to guess in the comments, who do you think the very first e-commerce speakers that we are announcing? Drop in the comments. It could be anybody. We have a lot of amazing e-commerce people who have come through ClickFunnels ecosystem, who've blown up companies, had a lot of success. But this one is really special. I'm excited to introduce you guys to here in a few minutes. But before we do, I already see the guests coming in. I see some. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of different versions. We've got 2 or 3 names popping up here. Okay, I'll tell you that some of you guys may be right and some of you guys may be wrong. So there you go. Based on the fact we've got multiple different names coming in here. I'm trying to think who all the e-commerce speakers we've had in the past who have spoken Funnel Hacking Live or other events. We had Colin Wayne, who had Redline Steel. Right, he had this huge steel manufacturing company and blew up. Got 2 Comma Club C award after blowing up a whole bunch of these funnels with that. We have Allison Prince, who's blown up her e-commerce businesses using funnels. We got a whole bunch of really cool people. So, but who is this one? Who are we going to talk about? Anyway, I'm not going to tell you who it is quite yet. What I wanted to do is I wanted to kick this off by just making sure you guys have your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live. We've sold thousands of tickets so far. So I know a lot of you guys already do. Some of you guys, I'm just preaching to the choir. I'm getting you excited about the event you already bought. Kind of like I bought tickets to the Conor Mayweather fight. And now they're talking about maybe canceling. I'm freaking out because I already got tickets to the event. The good news is we won't be canceling Funnel Hacking Live, so it's happening. But for me, it's like I'm watching every interview with Conor to find out what's coming up and who's going to be fake. Him and Chandler, and I'm so excited about the fights. And this is kind of same for you. So those of you guys who have your tickets, I'm just sharing this to get you more and more excited about the event that's coming up. And for those of you guys who don't have tickets yet, I'm trying to hopefully give you something that's going to push you over the wall. So if Richmond yesterday didn't push you over the wall, the only logical explanation is it must be like, you don't want to do an expert business, because it was like the most simple, easiest way to start an expert business right out of the gates, was what Richmond taught about yesterday's live, right? And today is going to be bringing on someone showing you guys how simple and powerful it can be to start an e-commerce business. So that's the game plan today. But to kick it off, I do want to show you guys a 1 minute long video showing you what's happening this year's Funnel Hacking Live, because this year is the first year that's different than in the past. In the past, every year we go to a hotel room, we have a big event. In fact, the last 4 or 5 Funnel Hacking Lives had 5,000 people in the room. But this year's event is going to be the first time ever it's 100% virtual. We're renting out Eric Worre's studio in Las Vegas. It's this really cool studio. We're going to be streaming to you guys virtually. And so I want to show you guys a quick 1 minute video, kind of setting up what's going to be happening this year's Funnel Hacking Live, so you know it, so you're aware of it. So with that said, let's cue this video. When we come back, I'm going to introduce our number 2 guest speaker right after the video. So here we go.
We've done 9 Funnel Hacking Lives over the last 10 years. We went from a cheap ballroom with a pinup sign to a full-blown rock concert.
My husband and I looked at each other and we were like, wow.
I want to thank you for everything. Thank you for your energy, your effort, for playing full out. I want to thank you for the crazy clothes you wear. Thank you for the really, really, really bad dance moves. And I also want to thank you for the memories. It has been an amazing experience. We have changed so many people's lives. But of the 100,000 plus active ClickFunnels members, only 5,000 people each year have the chance to have that experience. And so we thought, man, if we could bring it to everybody, how would that ripple effect change the world? So for the first time ever, we're going virtual. Check out this place. This place is huge. We're in a 25,000 square foot virtual studio with 360-degree screens, streaming in 4K, which gives everyone a front row seat. This could literally be the future of online events.
This is watching history in the making.
Funnel Hacking Live changed my entire life.
This year's framework is all about the gap between where you are today and where you want to go. Day number 1 is about going from 0 to 6 figures a year. Day number 2 are going from 6 figures to 7. How do you win your first 2 Comma Club award? Day number 3 is how do you get from 7 to 8. And then day number 4, we're going to 9.
I'm going to show you the magic trick that's made me all of my money.
It's so encouraging because if they can do it, so can I.
I cannot wait to bring this show to you and change your life one more time.
You guys are so excited for Funnel Hacking Live this year. I cannot even wait. We're like 92 or 93 days away, which is crazy. So it's right around the corner. And I'm here to convince you guys to go get your tickets if you are on the fence waiting. So, all right. With that said, I want to introduce our next guest speaker, our second speaker reveal for Funnel Hacking Live. This is someone who's actually spoken at Funnel Hacking Lives in the past. He spoke at the very first one way back in the day. And one of the reasons why is because when we first launched ClickFunnels, we had this new software. People were trying it out. And this guy came in, I think he was account number like 3 or 5 or something like that. One of the very first people to sign up for it. And he went and started launching funnel after funnel after funnel. And one of his funnels blew up to the point where he can probably share more numbers than me, but his funnel blew up. It was an e-commerce funnel. And some of you guys heard it. We did a podcast a little while ago talking about the craziness that happened with it, with everything blowing up. It was really, really fun. He's also helping now with the new One Funnel Away Challenge, the e-commerce edition. With that said, I want to introduce you guys to our next guest speaker at Funnel Hacking Live, one of my close friends, someone I look up to. So I'm pumped to have here Mr. Trey Lewellen. Come on to the stage. How you doing, man?
Hello. I'm assuming I'm on live. It was like they just whiz me in here.
Cool. Hey.
How are you, man?
Is, everybody, I was guessing you had everyone like, it's got to be Trey. It's got to be Trey.
Well, I went and looked on WikiLeaks, and that's where it was. So I guess we got told that we were coming to the whole event. I was like, how'd they know?
They found out. They knew ahead of time.
They knew.
Man, I'm so excited to have you speaking this year's Funnel Hacking Live. I think this is your fourth time speaking. You spoke the very first one in Vegas, and then it was like I think number 3. I can't
I think
remember.
it's my second. I think it's really my second. Possibly.
No, I know
possibly
2 for sure.
You know 2 for sure? Okay, then it's my third.
Yeah.
Third time. The first was great. The second was the obviously so good that
obviously memorable.
Yeah. And then and now we're back. So I'm excited.
So cool. Well, I'm excited because me and you were talking, I don't even know, 6-7 months ago, and I was showing you kind of like what we're doing in ClickFunnels, e-commerce and stuff like that. Yep. And then you kind of proposed the idea of like, what if you came back, start training all the ClickFunnels people on e-commerce funnels? And it's been cool as hopefully everyone in the community knows, like we launched the new One Funnel Away Challenge. Inside there's 2 tracks. There's me teaching the expert business and you're teaching the e-commerce business. And it's been fun because like the feedback has been insane because there's a 10-day challenge everyone can go through. And then after that, like you've been going, like me and you both been going live every single week. You're going live every single week answering questions. And the feedback, people have been going crazy. Like our community's in love with you. Like they're like, Trey's the best. So of course you have to speak Funnel Hacking Live. Like you're the face of e-commerce now, which is exciting.
Let's go. We'll take it.
So we tell us the story, the shorter version. There's a long version, but when you got started in ClickFunnels, you were trying to do a bunch of stuff, and then after a bunch of funnels, one blew up. You tell kind of that story because I think, I tell people this concept like you're one funnel away all the time, but like you literally were, and you tried a bunch, and then one just exploded. I want people to hear that story because it's so powerful.
Yep. So that funnel, we can go directly into it. So basically, that was a flashlight funnel, and a little show and tell for you.
Right there.
So basically, yeah, this is the flashlight. So we had 100 of them in my closet, and we were working from home, and I tripped over it one day because I wanted to go fly remote control airplanes, and I was like, we need to sell these stupid things. And so
why did you have them initially? Were you trying to sell them prior, or you just had?
Yeah, we were trying to sell them prior through this guy was going to build us a website, and he charged us $10,000 back then. That was 10 years ago, and we went to run it, and it didn't even work. And it was like, wow. And then Kim Doyle was actually the one who referred me to ClickFunnels. She's like, hey, Russell Brunson. I was like, who's that? She's like, he's a great guy. He's building this software. You need to check it out. And so I went to ClickFunnels.com, beautiful website, signed up. Who knew that I was like the third guy, to sign
like me, Kim, you.
So freaking hilarious. And so, but I didn't know. I'm just sitting back there hoping to make money, right? And so anyways, yeah, I built a ugly, if we're talking ugly, this is like ugly. Funnel, and it was a 1-pager, and it was to sell this flashlight for $12.95 because we bought them for like $5, I think. And I don't know if we sent an email or if we ran it on Facebook. I don't know what we did, but we sold 100 within like 3 or 4 days, and so we got rid of the box. And I was like, and that box had been there for 2 years. And I remember being like, I think we should buy some more flashlights. and we're like, we're kind of selling them, so let's try it. Well, the question is, well, how much is it on Amazon? Amazon sells these for $5, right? And we were selling for $12.95. So we're already like twice as much as Amazon. And I remember talking to ClickBank at the time because they wanted to take our ClickFunnels account and put it on ClickBank. And I remember talking to Nick Coates, who was kind of like the guy there at the time. And he's like, dude, you should try selling it for like $26. I was like, man, going from 12 to 26. Are you sure? He's like, dude, I don't know for whatever reason, it, goes to 26. Sometimes some things work. I was like, all right, let's try it. So 26 people bought it just as much as they bought it when it was $12. I was like, holy cow. And I'm like, well, I wonder if that'll work again. So we started raising 36, 46, 56. We got that bad boy up to $56 for this flashlight that we're buying them from, Chi-Chi for like $3. And they're listed on Amazon for $5, but people were buying them from us at $56. And yeah, we did like $30 million selling that flashlight, just one product, right? Of just getting at it.
In what period of time, too? It was a very short period of time. That's what's so crazy about it.
Oh yeah, like 2.5 months. 2.5 months.
How many flashlights was that you sold? Do you remember like the volume? How many flashlights you sold?
I would just take 30 million divided by 56. What's that? 30 million. How many zeros? That's a lot of zeros. 56. That was a little over 500,000 units.
That is insane. You probably had a whole production in China, just people cranking out flashlights for you. Anyway.
Yeah, we had 2 factories just zinging, and they put them in these big boxes and they wrapped them with like this green net, and so it was a mess. It was a mess getting them in and figuring out all the logistics, and like you just don't know when something like that's going to take, and you realize that systems are really important to have. And I actually went to what's that place in Las Vegas that we go to? The Pirates Cove. We went to Pirates Cove, And I remember Alex being like, dude, you're a $30 million racehorse. And I was like, whoa, that was a really cool mind shift for me, because instead of looking at, all the things we went through and the victories and the non-victories and the pain, when he said that, I was like, that's really, really great. And it landed really well, because I received a $30 million education, how to go build a $100 million company. Right. Yeah. And that was powerful. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without ClickFunnels. Hands down. That made it happen.
So cool. Someone's asking, like, why did you stop at 30 million? The answer, you should just go listen to my podcast, because I interviewed Trey on this, like the ups and downs. Imagine going from $0 to $30 million in sales in 2.5 months. Like, imagine the hiring and the firing and the chaos and the shipments and the logistics. Like, it burned to the ground a little bit from too much success. And so it's worth listening to the interview. We won't talk about it right now because it's crazy, but the cool thing, like I said, you got a $30 million education. And since then, now he does funnel after funnel after funnel. And what's cool is, like, Trey's got such a cool way. In fact, those of you who are in the One Funnel Away Challenge, Ecom edition, you've seen like the process and how he does things. But it's cool because you've done it so many times, and I don't want to share all your funnels and stuff, but we tell the story about the butter knife. I can't remember the name of it.
This one?
Yeah, there it is. You got all the products right there. Where'd you come up with this idea? Where'd you come up with the better? What's it called? Better butter.
This is the better butter spreader. This is the better butter spreader. And so this is a sweet little gig right here. But how'd that one come? I think I saw it on Facebook. I saw somebody, advertising on Facebook, and I was like, oh, that's but they weren't doing it right. It's like someone has a good idea, but they don't know how to market it. And I was like, man, that's a really cool product. So I went and grabbed a few, tested them out, and came up with a clever name, a marketing way, and just, built a nice sales page around it. And really the image, there's one image that makes that thing sell. And it's like this image with like bread and butter, and then this like string cheese coming out of the knife, coming across the butter stick. And that's the image that sells the product. And that comes from my uncle, where he gave me this really good thing to know. And he goes, presentation without demonstration is just conversation. So without presenting or demonstrate, without demonstrating your product, you're just having a conversation. We're just talking right now. Like, we can talk about better butter spreaders all day long, but until I demonstrate it for you, that's when the real sale happens. And that's in our sales funnel in the OFA training, we talk about demonstrating, your product and making sure that the user on the other side sees how they can use it themselves and how it can better their life.
Mm-hmm. So cool. What other e-commerce products you have on your desk right in front of you?
I got this one.
Oh, I got that one too. I bought that from you.
This was a cool one. So we did I think around a little under 3 million on this. So this is a beautiful Christmas ornament. This worked really well because it was a mockery of COVID. And 2020. So 2020. So basically it's a little Santa hat, and then people will write their names on the hat, like Julie, Steven, whatever, mask. And then, because we all had to wear masks, who forgot that? And then you got 2020 with the toilet paper, because obviously, people run out of toilet paper, and then hand sanitizer, because that was out of stock. And then we had like the little COVID, see the little COVID ring right here? Didn't see that, did you? That right there?
There's the virus right there.
So we sold 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head, 5, 6. And like, that was going really great. That went really, really well. We buy these, I think we bought these for like 60 cents, 40 cents, maybe landed. They're like they're bendable. So they're plastic, but so they don't break. And we sold them for $12.95. Then Ty Lopez calls us, and he's like, I want to sell those on linen things. And so then we start selling to him. They're selling them for $16.95. They sold just as many units as we sold with all of our traffic. So they literally doubled our sales by just connecting ourselves with them. I mean, it was absolutely incredible of what we were able to do. So then, anyways, this is how you win with product sales, is you listen to your customer. How crazy is that? So in the comments, kind of like what you guys are doing right now, like we're watching the feed, I'd watch the comments and look at what people are asking for. And so someone's like, oh, I love it, but it doesn't have a dog. Because like a dog, that's my child, right? Or it doesn't have a kitty cat, like that's my kid. And so I was like, oh, guess we got to get dogs and cats. And so what we did was, I want to call it like an invisible order bump, because we made it a selection when choosing how many of these they wanted. And this is crazy. I don't even know if you know this stat, but it was 102% take rate per order. So basically, I've never seen and it wasn't auto checked. It wasn't like, already in their cart. Like, they were selecting this. So they might buy like, 3 ornaments, but then they'd add 1 dog. So every order, a dog and a cat or one or the other was going out. And that added, we sold those for, I think $3.95 or $4.95, but they cost us like 10 cents. And they're like this little pin. So the pin goes through it back, pops it in, and attaches itself. So they could have like 12 dogs on here if they wanted to, right?
Someone said they have a llama. Could you get a llama on there too?
That's what happened. That's what happened is people were like, do you guys got chickens? Do you have llamas? And I'm like, okay, we're getting like really extreme, like really niched out. Like, I thought dogs and cats was good enough, but now we're in the farm niche, And then it was like, there was all kinds of different things that, people wanted. That was just like, that's a little far. But, we did $3 million with it. And it was a great product that worked out really well for us,
It worked for season, and then it was gone. Like, cyclical, right? Sometimes
that was a flash in the pan, like, you only know that's going to last until the end of December, and then pretty much you're out, but
it's a good Christmas present for you and your family. So,
but that's what's crazy though, is to think like, okay, this flashlight, which is a $5 flashlight, is a $30 million flashlight, right? This ornament, which is a, I don't know, 40 cents item, it's a $3 million Christmas ornament, So like, when we're walking around and looking at products, it's kind of somewhat surreal to think like, oh man, that product right there, that could make me $3 million, or that product right there could make me $6 million just by selling a lot of those to a lot of people, and making the best of it, or the better spreader. I don't know what the numbers on this one is, but that one's done really well too.
So cool.
So it's cool. So,
man.
We'll talk about this one.
Yeah, let's go.
I always take more time than I'm allotted, and I love it.
We got 8 minutes, so we got to be off.
That's what I'm saying. So this
and
one,
we're done.
imported. All right, we'll talk about that one on the next one.
Dude, I think it's awesome. So this year's Fun Hacking Live, obviously you're gonna come because there's a lot of people who talk about e-commerce, but I think you got the most fascinating business model, because you're finding these little things. You create the funnels. You have a very specific way you create the funnels, design them for maximum like cart value, order value, every single one. And it's just like, I love watching what you do all the time. It's been fun watching just the One Funnel Way challenge and watch you're doing it. But I'm pumped to have you come to Funnel Hacking Live to kind of show people how to do this, how to find the products, how to create them. Like, so I guess my question for you is like, what are you gonna be talking about Funnel Hacking Live this year? Do you know for sure? You still kind of putting it all together?
Dude, I'm putting it together right now. Like, one thing that I was going to think about doing was how we find winning products.
Yeah.
I think that would be a pretty stellar.
That's my question. A lot of people like, how do you find these products? Where do you buy them from? Like, how do you like, the Christmas order, how would you have known that? How would you find it?
I think that'd be good. I think another thing though, dude, I was talking to a couple of people, is like, Russell's such a great interviewer. I would almost be up to having you and me just there. And you, like, it's not Trey's speech, it's whatever Russell pulls out of me. And that's the speech. Cause like, every time we do a call or a podcast, and like, I go into it like, oh, I hope this goes well. And then I leave, I'm like, damn, that was like really good. It's just, you're a great interviewer. Like, you're just so good at asking really great questions, and you pull the things out of me that I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should tell him that, So I don't know, maybe we should take a vote.
Yeah. Here's the vote. Who wants Trey to prepare something? Who wants me to work hard and prepare something on my side?
Yeah, I'll put more on your plate. That's what we should do here, right?
It's going to be awesome. Okay. Well, as you know, all of our speakers who are speaking this year are throwing in some kind of speaker bonus for those who have tickets. So I know we talked before we jump on a couple cool things. Do you know what you want to give people for a bonus for those who get their tickets today at funnelhackinglive.com?
Well, I think a really cool name would be like a Trey bundle.
Ooh, the Trey bundle. We got some cool Trey stuff we could bundle up and put together.
We could bundle up, because I know we got a couple things that we've done together in the past that I don't even know if they made it to market. Honestly, they might just like be in the archive still. That's like, ooh, this just never made it to production. So we could even pull that stuff out. But what do you think of like the four advanced trainings?
Yeah, I think the cool when Trey filmed the OFA stuff, afterwards he's like, I want to film some advanced stuff for those who are like more advanced in e-commerce, and those turned out to be insanely good. Like, yeah. So do you want to talk about what those are? Because I think there's something unique. If someone has an e-commerce business, they want one, like how to grow and scale it, right?
Yep. Yeah, let me get my you catch me off guard. I love it. Let me grab my notes. Make sure I don't tell you the wrong thing here. Advanced trainings. Good thing I have this stuff on like speed dial. Hold on one second. I will tell you.
He's got his e-commerce products. He's got his outlines. He's got everything right there.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, a source of information. So what do we talk about? So we talked about, that was our accelerator stuff. So basically, we talked about one big thing. One big thing is, one product, one offer, one traffic source, right? How to find winning products, which is obviously a big piece of it. But then we went into e-commerce expert accelerator advanced. That's right. Oh yes, this was good stuff. So I talk about the difference between a profit center and a debt center. And dude, I have shared this with, I don't know, maybe a handful of people from when I learned it. And I remember this couple that came to me and they were like, doing the same thing or whatever. And they had their own fulfillment in their facility. Okay. Back home, they both came to me and I was like, so who's watching over the fulfillment right now? They're like, oh, we got this really great manager. She's awesome. I was like, okay, so like, you got cameras or anything that we could like, check in on them? They're like, oh yeah. So he pulls up his phone and we look at it and they're all on their phones. They're all like, one lady was eating lunch. This lady's like kicked back watching TikTok. And I looked at him. I was like, so how's that going? And they're like, well, like we thought we are obviously naive, right? And so they went back and they fired everybody. And they had a construction crew come in and destroy the whole fulfillment center and they turned it into office space. And so they took what we realized with some quick math was obviously that was a debt center in their facility and how to take that and become a profit center. So I go over that. That's one thing I go over in the advanced training. And then I go over doubling your productivity, which is really cool. Like, how do I get I think someone asked you that one time, like, Russell, how do you get so much stuff done in such little time? I kind of illustrated that of how I kind of do it. And then, this one's a really powerful one, is our quarterly meetings. So how we structure quarterly meetings and make sure everybody's on the same track and listening to the same drumbeat. Because you and I, like, we're fast-paced runners. And I don't know about you, but I know everything that's going on in my business up here, but it's really hard for me to know if everybody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, including my wife.
You assume that your team knows everything you're thinking. They're like, "What are you thinking?"
Yeah, that's a bad assumption. And so these quarterly meetings, the way they're structured, we do it the same every single time. And dude, our business, like, it's hard to describe. It's kind of like maybe like marriage counseling. So like, like your relationship, you think your relationship's going great. And then you're like, go to marriage counseling. You're like, oh my gosh, like we were missing so many things, but we're so well more bonded and connected now. Like this is how we do it. So that's what we do every quarter is we make sure like everybody's synced up, everybody's bonded the right way. And that's what I go over in that advanced training. And then
that's cool.
The other one was the flow charts, building out flow charts. So basically, when we build a funnel, I always thought that every funnel was different, which it is with the product. But I felt like the way we build it is just completely different and whatever. So I learned this from Ryan Dice from one of his masterminds, and how he uses sticky notes to like build this flow chart, and then how he puts that flow chart into like a Trello board or a ClickUp or a Monday.com and follow that flow chart. And then you can hand that flow chart off to somebody else and they know exactly what to do. And so I go over that of how to create that system inside your business. So that way you can just hand tasks off and then go do like what you're really good at and let someone else do that work, which is delegation right there. Yeah. So I don't know if you wanted me to go through all those, but I just did.
I think it's cool. Can I throw in one other bonus too from you that I have on my side? I think would be really cool.
If that wasn't enough, sure.
I think that's amazing. I think for those who like want to understand ecom fast, when we launched ClickFunnels 2.0, you flew to Boise and you did a training. There was like you went through the structure, like here's the e-commerce funnel, here's what this, and like yep. So like you gave like the perfect blueprint that was insane, and then we built an entire funnel in 2.0 based on your framework and your template.
Oh wow!
And so for anyone who wants to do e-commerce, like I would love to also put that in there. Like you watch this video, you'll see exactly how to do it. You get a template, and then you just plug in your e-commerce product, and they can like hit the ground running. So you cool if I throw that in too?
That'd be awesome. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So The beginners, you get that funnel install and the template, and then the advanced, you get all the other stuff to help like grow and scale your businesses. And that's Trey's gift. So you guys cool? That's a good offer.
That's a great offer.
And you get it for free today if you have a ticket to Funnel Hacking Live. So all of our Funnel Hacking Live people actually, Ben, you want to throw up the page real quick? If you already have Funnel Hacking Live, if you click on the members login button at the top there, we will insert Trey's bonuses there in the next, 24, 48 hours. So it'll be in there for you. And if for some reason you don't have your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live yet, you must hate money. That's the only logical explanation. And so now I'm going to teach you how to not hate money, which is like go and get your ticket so we can teach you how to make a lot more money in your funnels. And you're going to learn a lot from both the expert side, but also the e-commerce side now with Trey. And scroll down a little bit. Check that out. So right now, Trey, your face, we're going to refresh this in like an hour, and your face is going to be one of these heads is yours. I don't know which one's yours. Can you tell from the outline?
I'm going with the upper right, possibly. That's what I'm
kind of Trey-ish.
Maybe that is the Trey look. The little, yeah, that's right. Squish. You nailed it right there.
Trey's coming out. He'll be up there later on today. His picture will be there. And then, like I said, we're doing these speaker announcements every couple of days here. And when all the speakers are announced, all the speaker bonuses out, we're going to be raising the price. And so now's the time to get your tickets at the lowest possible price. Again, for virtual tickets, just $297 to go through this entire Funnel Hacking Live from the comfort of your own home, which is insane. Again, we're streaming it September 4th through 7th. So after you go to funnelhackinglive.com, you come here. And if you want to, we also have Funnel Hacking Live 10 happening in February. You can upgrade, and for the ticket, the price of one, you can get both of them right there if you'd like to. Plus, if you buy the tickets to both, you get all the replays from all the past years and everything. So, or if you just want to do virtual, international, you can click right there and just get international. And that's kind of what it is. So if you don't have your tickets yet, now is the time, you guys. And if you want to get Trey's bonuses, the only way to get it is by going to funnelhackinglive.com and getting it right now. So anyway, thanks, Trey. I'm pumped. First of all, been grateful for all you're doing inside the ClickFunnels community with One Funnel Away, with literally every ClickFunnels member every single week can jump on and ask you questions, which is insane. So if you're an active ClickFunnels member, log in, click on the live training schedule with Trey, and you go live. You're Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, I'm Tuesdays.
Tuesday, Trey goes live. Every Friday, I go live. Like, you can go ask me and him any questions you want every single week. Like, just jump in there. And so log into ClickFunnels and just click on the thing, and you'll see the schedule when we're going live, and then come hang out with us and get your questions answered. But I'm pumped you're going to be coming at Funnel Hacking Live and really serving our audience to that level and helping people launch their e-com funnels. So it's going to be awesome.
That's what it's all about. I'm excited too. Thanks for having me.
Very cool. Yep. All right. So everybody, thanks for hanging out today. Thank you, Trey. I'm going to end this live. I'm going to push the one last little promo video. It's like a 2-minute promo video going through what's happening at Funnel Hacking Live again this year. And when the video is done, we will end the stream. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I cannot wait to see you in like 93 days or something at this year's Funnel Hacking Live International in from the comfort of your, I say in Vegas, from the comfort of your own home. I'll be in Vegas streaming to your house so you can watch it wherever you're at. Go rent an Airbnb, hang out with your friends and business partners and watch it for 3 days and get your mind blown with all the speakers. So thanks you guys. And let's cue up the video right now.
In less than a decade, Funnel Hacking Live went from 600 attendees to over 5,000. We went from a cheap ballroom with a pinup sign to a full-blown rock concert. Funnels went from being like the secret underground strategy to becoming the industry standard. It's been so challenging and rewarding and transformational and
inspiring, mind-blowing, epic. Funnel Hacking Live is wild.
The Super Bowl of marketing events.
It's an experience.
It's electrifying.
Freedom, magic.
It's lit.
It's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Will change your life.
And now Funnel Hacking Live is coming to your home. For 9 years, Funnel Hacking Live has been an in-person event, which means if you weren't able to get flights and hotels and find a babysitter, you probably felt a little bit of FOMO. And we heard you. You are seen. We got so many messages from people who wanted us to go to Europe and to Asia and Australia and Antarctica. And I don't even know if that last one is even possible. But before we take it on the road, we want to bring FHL to everyone. So for the first time ever, we're going virtual, but not like this, not on Zoom. We're going virtual like this, in this huge 25,000 square foot stadium, wrapped in 360 degrees of Zoom walls, so we can see your beautiful faces, streaming in 4K, with the audio so crystal clear you can literally hear a pin drop. Hit it, Kenny. So no matter if you're in the Outback, if you're in your bed, or if you're in space, you're gonna have front row seats to world-class speakers teaching the most cutting-edge marketing strategies and networking with other like-minded entrepreneurs. This time we're doing things differently. As you know, Funnel Hacking Live always has a framework, and this year's framework is all about the gap between where you are today and where you want to go. So day number 1 is all about going from 0 to 6 figures a year. You're going to learn how to take your idea and get it online, how to build a funnel, how to write copy, and how to drive traffic with high converting ads. Day number 2 then is all about going from 6 figures to 7 to win a 2 Combo Cup award. This is all about growing and scaling and starting to build your team. Day number 3 then, from going to 7 figures to 8 figures, this is where you start growing your funnels, right? Different funnels in your value ladder, executing, implementing the linchpin into your business, and a whole bunch more things so you can actually grow and scale. And then day number 4, this is where we're going from 8 figures a year to 9. This is about becoming the category king, claiming your throne so you can be the biggest business inside your market in your industry. Now, it doesn't matter what level you're at today, there's gonna be something specifically at Funnel Hacking Live for you this year, which is so exciting. Unless, of course, you're at 10 figures a year. And if that's the case, then you don't need to come to Funnel Hacking Live. I actually need to come to your event. So please, put on an event, I will get a ticket, and I'll be front row. So you don't speak much English?
No se preocupe, todo el evento se traducirá en vivo mientras se desarrolla el evento.
Oh, and to really sweeten the deal, for a limited time, when you get your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live International, you can also get an insane discount at Funnel Hacking Live 10 at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, which is the largest venue and the craziest lineup. Seriously, it is gonna be insane. In fact, Miles' jobs literally depends on it. Now, you're worried you can't get a babysitter? Don't stress out. Bring your kids to the actual event. My guess is that most of them will actually become better funnel builders than you. What about if you have a court hearing or jury duty? Well, you probably shouldn't miss that. So don't wait, get your tickets right now. And I know you got a million things going on in your life. Everybody's busy, but I promise you, if you will give us 4 days, just 4 short days, where you show up and you participate full out every single day, I promise you, we will radically transform your business. It will probably even change your life. So if that's interesting to you, again, this event's happening September 4th through the 7th directly into your home, your office, for you to change your life. Click the link down below and get your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live International today.